Hey everyone, it's Thursday. I'm doing a pop-up. It's early evening, and I thought I would just kind of be in my office. It's kind of chaotic out there, so I thought I would just do a video from here with the carnival in the background and take a look at what's happening in America today. I hope you had a good Thursday, and just a heads up, I did record a guided meditation for a Healed America a little bit earlier. It's up there. It's about 24 minutes. Please do that meditation. It's worth the time spent. It's there's a lot going on, and we're in this time right now where we have to knock out fascism now, because later is too late. I'm not saying that we're going to be a fascist nation, but we definitely are in a kind of a race against time, in terms of waking people up. And we don't need for everybody to wake up, but we do need a critical mass of people to wake up. So do your best, do your part. Racing for decades, I ran the road race that's going to be coming right by. So and last year I did it too, but I just didn't get it together this year. So I decided to do a pop-up from here, and I'll be showing you different scenes from the festival like I did last year and the year before and the year before. The murder bill is getting more talked about. The whole Iran situation is just, Pete Hegseth flew off the rails. Tulsi Gabbard, I don't know if she's out. We can check the pendulum on that and see, is Tulsi out or in? Let's see what the pendulum says. Is she out? Is Tulsi Gabbard, is she out? I have a yes on that. Looks like she's done. Okay, so while I'm on the topic, is Jerome Powell going to be removed? Is Jerome Powell going to be moved? That's up in the air. I think that Dumpy knows that it would be way to his disadvantage, so he might have to calm his little ego. Although he is a chaos agent and he loves to destroy things. So as far as Jerome Powell goes, it's kind of up in the air at the present time. Let's pull 3 cards about Jerome Powell. And then we'll pull some cards on Pete Hegseth and maybe the murder bill. Okay. I might have to get out on that Ferris wheel. Is Jerome Powell out? I feel like cooler heads will prevail, and they'll be talking him out of it. He'll be talked out of firing Jerome Powell. Will it work? 10 of Cups. They're going to tell him that if he wants his economy to not crash, he needs to keep Jerome Powell in his seat. The Knight of Pentacles. There are people that on Wall Street, there are investors, there are corporate business owners that are really in his ear right now, telling him, don't do it. But you know what? I really feel like they're doing the sweet talk thing, like Mark Rutte figured out. It's good when the good people figure it out. When Putin figures it out and our enemies figure it out, that's not so good. Okay, let's choose 3 cards about the budget, the murder bill. I have no idea what that was. Sorry. I thought that was a carnival. It was, my iPad just kind of did its own thing there. Oh, that was interesting. I'm going to pull 3 cards on the murder bill. I do have a sense that the Republicans are freaking out. That was weird. I hope you're enjoying the new moon in Cancer. I'm working on getting my apartment cleaned up and organized. That's a new moon in Cancer thing. The murder bill. Behind the scenes, they're trying to get it passed, the murder bill. They're trying to hide this from the American public. They're trying to get it passed behind the scenes, in secret. This is about the murder bill, in secret. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of, the world card indicates a lot of information out there on the internet, and it gets to look really bad for the MAGA Republicans, even when it comes to how we're looked at internationally. Why would a nation kill its people, right? Why would a nation kill its people? I'm very upset that I saw that they put zip ties on the handicapped people that showed up to protest the taking away of Medicaid and Medicare. I'm really, really upset about that. If you haven't seen it, then check it out. Don't dwell on it. Take action. It's abhorrent. There are no words, really. I mean, why would you zip tie people in wheelchairs? That's where we are. That's where we are, everybody. So I do see that the pressure from the international community, there's something about that. The pressure that comes on the MAGA Republicans for what they're about to do is like, I mean, that combined with abducting people, it's not really looking good for us, right? So it looks like there's a lot of external pressure on the MAGAs in Congress and around this murder bill. And I do feel like it was actually talked about. I know they weren't at NATO for this per se, but I feel like it was talked about. Like, what's the United States doing with Rubio and Hegseth? Probably it was mentioned. I'm going to pull 3 cards about Hegseth. We read about him yesterday on the beach. When I was on the beach. I would have been outside today, but it's raining a little bit. It's supposed to stop in a little while. Okay, 3 cards about Hegseth. Just the American people, let's just make a point here. The American people deserve to know how our tax dollars are being spent, and whether an unannounced attack on Iran, whether it worked, what it was for, how much did it cost, how many of our military, how many of our troops are in danger. Are we going to get into a war, right? And so Hegseth is following in Dumpy's footsteps, responding to questions from reporters by attacking them first. So let's see how that's going to go in the long run. Hegseth. I mean, we'll read on the media too. Tears. This is Hegseth. He's a bad liar too. So he's feeling very stressed. He's devoted to Dumpy, but what a mountain that is for him to climb. And he's getting punched down. Hegseth is getting punched down. I feel like Dumpy's even yelling at him. So Hegseth is in over his head. I was saying this yesterday. Tears. This is too big for him. But he's devoted to the orange buffoon who's punching him. Let's see if he's going to stay. I'm surprised that he's still there, honestly, because I read on it before and it didn't look like he would be. Is Hegseth on his way out? No. Okay, so Let's ask this. Is Dumpy mad at him at the present time? Yes. Okay, so presently it doesn't look like... Oh, it's a big yes. Dumpy's mad at him. I think Hegseth is afraid of Dumpy. Will Hegseth be removed within the next week? 2 weeks? 3 weeks. It looks like he'll be out of there in 3 weeks. Let's read on Dumpy. Let's read on Dumpy. The music in the background, I don't think that you can tell what it is, so I think we're good. As far as copyright claims. Alright, I'm going to pull 3 cards about Dumpy. Hang on, they just fell. Alright. Make everyone aware of what's happening in this country, because you know a lot of people don't know what's going on in this country. We don't need everyone to be involved. We need a certain percentage of the population to be involved. It's really, really important. Okay, so 3 cards about Dumpy. I just saw a clip of him giving a speech on the White House. He's talking about Hannibal Lecter again. He's talking about a pretty waitress. He's talking complete gibberish. So we'll pull 4 cards just to see what's up with him right now. The guitar. I think the guitar is just about the music outside. So we'll just do this. Oh, okay. Dumpy's in over his head. And he's not being reeled in, and that's kind of to his demise. And he's just punching too. So for Hegseth and for Dumpy, and I dropped the cards on the floor and they got all mixed up, and I mixed them up and I got the punch again. So Hegseth and Dumpy are both punching defensively back. Let's see how that's going to go for them. Let's pull 3 cards about how it's going to go that they keep attacking the media. They just attack everybody, right? How that's going to go. They're going to be at war with the media. They're going to be at war with the media. There's a love goddess here. I'll have to cover up because she's naked. The love goddess... What they're doing is they don't have the guts. I mean, Dumpy and Hegseth, and they don't have the guts to tell the truth. And there's a female reporter that Hegseth verbally attacked that used to work for Fox. I think that's really bad for him. They're going to be at war with the press. Let's see what happens. Is the press going to fight back? This could be the thing that gets mainstream media to go against them. Will it work that way? Will mainstream media push back? I have a yes. That's interesting. So CNN broke the story that they didn't obliterate the Iran nuclear weapons development. They did not obliterate it. It did not happen. And boy, are they mad. And boy, do they look stupid just yelling at the press. Really, really dumb. Let's choose 3 cards about the Democrats who are doing really great work in these hearings. And next time, tomorrow night, we'll read on the various characters like the characters that we're concerned about. I'll just stay tuned for tomorrow. The Democrats. Knight of Cups, 6 of Wands. They're getting somewhere. The Democrats are getting somewhere, and I'm feeling like the people are really getting somewhere too. The 6 of Wands, the Knight of Cups. The people, the people, the people. The people are getting somewhere. A democracy is government by the people. Anybody who's not speaking out right now is not doing their job as they're not doing their civic duty. Let's ask one more question. Will this administration fall apart in the next week? I mean, fall apart like they're done, they're out of here. Will this fascist regime be stopped? I have a yes. And it's a quite robust yes. This fascist regime will be stopped. So I want you all to just keep on focusing on that. Don't get sucked in too much to the news. Be aware of what's going on. I touch on things that are going on, and you're aware of what's going on. Keep it tuned to Brian Tyler Cohen, Midas Touch, and the others that are really helping us to stay on top of what's happening. So keep the faith. I'm going to go cheer on the runners, and I'll see you again very soon. Off the Ledge was posted, and the guided meditation was posted. Couldn't do it tonight at 7 because it's going to be loud here. All right. Namaste. Be good to yourselves. See you.